Loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show thy people their transgressions. Yeah, so I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Yahawashi on our side, so don't try to move us. We got next, and this wicked king is almost over. For our people, edification, my folks, soldiers. Isaiah 58:1, say let the trumpet blow. Hey, we them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. Say let the trumpet blow, it's time to let them know. We them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. To cry loud, spare none, show them transgressions. For my people never considered they the real Jews. History stolen with that whip, got our back bruised. Still dying in the ghettos, got us trapped in this matrix. Time to open up your eyes, it's too real. We can't fake it. The Most High's on its way back soon. The whole reason why we went into slavery, cause we broke the commandments. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Who is this nation of people? Not the seed of Ham, but the seed of Shem. From the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Revelation 2 and 9. Don't let these fake Jews tell you a lie. In due time, they all bow down. I wanna get my crown and stand firm in this truth. Ha Mashayach Yahawashi, that's his Hebrew name. Wasn't no J's in the Hebrew letter. So I carry this truth like I carry my sweater in the winter cold. This what you ain't been told. Esau is cover blown. We let the trumpet blow and let all my ox know that you a set apart nation, ain't compared to none. And when the Most High return, these other nations done. Isaiah 14:1, we gon' possess the land, and they gon' try to cleave. And the Most High said it all is book of prophecy, a hard pill to swallow, but when that light shine, it's real bright, and the Most High is our lifeline. So Quam Yasharala, rise, O Israel. Hey, Quam Yasharala, rise, O Israel. It's time for you to wake up out your sleep. Romans 13:11, our salvation is near. Lift up thy voice in the streets so the whole world hear. Yeah, so I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Yahawashi, he on our side, so don't try to move us. We got next. Hey man, this wicked kingdom almost over. For our people, edification, my folks, soldiers. Isaiah 58:1, say let the trumpet blow. Say we them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. Say let the trumpet blow, it's time to let them know. We them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. Hey, let the trumpet blow, it's time to let them know. We them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. Would you denounce wicked traditions or not? Go to church on pagan Sundays, don't keep the Sabbath at all. That's why we standing on these corners, get this message to y'all. That you living in the wicked world, they knowledge is flawed. Full of satanic practices. The Vatican worship the Black Madonna on the low. While we die from Planned Parenthood, this is wrong. Why you think we quoting scriptures, going ahead with the beast, spreading righteousness ooze, leaving our enemies due. This institution is through. We got the spirit of a lion and the power of Messiah. There's no way we could expire. I'm on fire. The Messiah is the root of the fire that be all up in my bones. And the prophet ain't respected at his home, but the truth won't stop. Don't try to make us to be wrong. And the scriptures bear witness to the things that we speak. Blow them trumpets, blow them trumpets. We them Israelites, man. And we 12 tribes deep. Hear the message that we speak. Blow them trumpets, blow them trumpets. We them Israelites, man. And we 12 tribes deep. Hear the message that we speak. Well, I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Yahawashi on our side, so don't try to move us. We got next.
All right. Most High bless, Most High bless. Shalom, my brother. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man?
All right, brothers and sisters, I don't have to introduce him, but you already know my brother, Professor Lee Cummings. But before we go into that, what we're going to talk about with our dear brother, F.O.P.E stands for Our People Edification. And what we do here is we try to edify you on many different levels of knowledge of things that's going on in the world. So let me tell you what's going on with me right now real quick before we get to the professor. right now, what I'm dealing with, everybody know I have a CMOS business. I sell golden CMOS and I sell purple CMOS also, right? So please support us there, right? We sell it dry and we sell the gel form, but I'd rather you buy it for me to dry because the gel just shipping in jars and all that. It's a risk. It's risky. Also, I don't know if you ever heard of cryptocurrency. A lot of people think it's a Pansy scheme with this and the third, but have you ever heard of Bitcoin, right? Or have you ever heard of Robinhood and Doge? Then you'll know what I mean. So with cryptocurrency, right? I look at it like this: is it a gamble? Yes, it is. But they call what they call a. You want to say something?
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, with cryptocurrency, I take it as a bank, but with giving me more back. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. You could take $20, $100 and put it in the bank, and how much interest you're going to create. Well, I'm gonna have my wife come out here just for a second. I made thousands. I know people made thousands of dollars, right, in the past 3 weeks. I had my wife come out here. I'm gonna tell you one of them. I put my money into. One of them is called Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. I bought in.
That's 17 cents. For 17 cents, you get 1 million coins, right?
Yeah, I bought in.
I'm gonna get that today.
Yeah, it's we had a big mogul bought in 2 days ago, and it's been on the rise. Turn the AC on for this for a little bit. It's been on the rise. A couple of big moguls. Just Google this. And you'll see what I'm talking about. We've been talking about this for the past few months about other things, but cryptocurrency is somewhat of a risk, but you got to play it smart. And what I mean by play it smart, you got pump and dump, where you have some coins come in and people will put money in, it rise up, that's the pump up, and then you dump, take your money out that you made. Then you have some coins that looks like Shiba Inu, it's about to go to the stratosphere, right? Where I got millions of coins. So if it reaches a penny, right now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking at. I have a screen. I wish I could turn. Actually, I can, but I don't want all y'all to see everything I got up in here. But I watch it just like I'm watching the stock market. And it's if you look at, if you could put like $100 in, right, and it's going to be going up and down, up and down, up and down. If it ever reach a penny, man, you got like $1 million. I'm gonna have some people come on one day and do a show on this, but I invested in many different coins, game coins. I may get my brother Daquan to come on here, and he'll tell you not everything he made, and I'm not gonna tell you everything I made, but I came up. All right, and I'm still coming up.
Hey, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You came up?
Yeah.
Can I get along?
You get along? I'm gonna give you some advice.
No. I'm getting up. I don't want to be alone. Can
you get along? Then I don't loan anymore.
Yeah.
Last time
just give it to me.
Just give it to me. I give it to you. No doubt. No doubt, man.
Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, look, let me. Shalom to all my brothers and sisters in the chat. King Judah, Most High bless. CUC F.O.P.E. in the building. Jeremiah Judah in the building. JR, the super dog in the building. All right. So Most High bless all of y'all, and the ones that I can't see on the comment. See anything else in here? I see. Everybody that's watching, man, Most High bless y'all. So yeah, please check in. Just go Google it or go to YouTube and say Shiba Inu, and you'll see videos, live videos on how this thing is rising, and it's different ones. You know, and when I say made a lot of money, I made a few, not that much. You know, everybody make a little bit of money.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You know, not that, but yes, you did, man.
You know.
Nice
So at the end of the day, all right. So at the end of the day, hold up. Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, just get in, and check this out. You put money in different cryptocurrency coins. Don't have anything to do with me. Okay, you're not giving me anything. I'm just telling you where to try to make some money for our people. You know, right. Try to make some money, because when you do this, there's no color on this. You understand? The only color on this is green, right? And nobody knows who you are, right? So this, I'm telling you, when you see people like Professor Lee Cummings sitting down at Starbucks, he on his laptop, he's making that money. Right? So that's what he's doing. So I'm telling you guys, I may do this right after this show right here. Come on with a few of my brothers and sisters. Okay, that's right, though. He say I got 14 million coins in Sheba. Hallelujah. See, one brother just said he got 14 million coins in Sheba. So past 2 days, man, this thing been skyrocketing. So I'm telling y'all right now, get it now, right? And if you want to pull out, but get it now. In the next 3-4 days, you'll come up, you know. But I would say hold. So without further ado, Professor, we're gonna let you get it started. I'm gonna have a few questions, but anything you want to talk about, especially towards this book. Can
you put it on the screen? Are you ready to put it on the screen? Not. Can they see this?
Share your screen. Share your screen.
Can you see this?
Yeah, but you can share it. That's a beautiful book.
Yeah, this is the Negro question. This is, and you see how big it is?
Man,
it's 8 by 5 by 11, y'all. You know, I think I was talking about this book on the last time y'all saw me. That because the reason you ain't seen me in a while is because Qanath been hiding from me. And so he been dissing me. Like
hey, turn around again.
I told you I was gonna tell on you, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the new. Hey, this is the new drill, y'all. This is the Negro question, Paleo Hebrew Dictionary. It's 8 by 5 by 11. Check this out. Everything in this book is in color. And just to give you an idea, I'm gonna show you just the table.
That's a lot of pages too.
This is your table of contents. There are 2 books in one. So you get 2 books in one. You get the dictionary, and then you're gonna get the second book that's gonna teach you how to translate. And just to give you an idea of what's in the book, I'm gonna just give you just show you how it's designed. So every time you come to a letter, like the letter A is the Aleph. So the book will alert you, okay, now we're dealing with the letter A. Then you see the names in alphabetical order. And then if I can get like this particular name that's showing, where is it? It's
you put it a little closer. Okay, boom.
All right, first you got the Aleph. Man, I can't, hold on. First you got the Aleph, letting you know that you're the section, the letter A. Then what you got is, you see how the book is designed. So now it's designed letter A in alphabetical order. Then you get Aaron on the bottom. So what I do is I translate, you get the book, you get the name in English, and then you get the name right next to it. You get the Aramaic spelling, like Aaron's name. And if I on the Dead Sea Scrolls, I provide you with the Dead Sea Scrolls with his name, underlined, Aaron. So from there, I'm just gonna give you just a couple shots of the book. This is what it looks like. The regular.
That's a beautiful concept. I've seen Hebrew books and I've seen other books. How did you come up with that concept? That's a very you're a teacher, so that's a good guideline.
The Lord gave me that. Here, check this out. So now you get ready to go to another letter. So say you proceed your little dictionary, and you want to go. You go to the letter B. So as soon as you leave the letter A, I leave. Now you're going to the letter B in your dictionary. You can use this if you're teaching a Bible study, if you're doing a lesson, you can use your dictionary. You have the name in English, or the individual, or the person, or the place, and then right next to it, you got the Aramaic spelling. If there are any artifacts, I put them in here. Right, this particular picture right here is of Babylon. And they built in Babylon. You can see, but right now you're looking at Baisha. And beneath it is Babylon. To the right of it, there's an ancient artifact that shows that the Gentiles were the servants, and that Ham and Shem was the masters. Because you can see they are beating the Gentiles while they're building the Tower of Babel. I'm not going to show, I can't show you everything.
No.
Got some people out there that's probably recording this. But now I'm going to show you this one last thing. Now you leave the B's and you go to what? The letter G. So this book is designed in such a way. The first part of this dictionary is the dictionary itself. all the Aramaic or Paleo-Hebrew letters from A to T, to Taw. And then the second book teaches you how to translate. I developed a 4-step system that will teach you how to read, write, and translate ancient Aramaic, Paleo-Hebrew, Phoenician, Ammonite, the Karatepa, Buchan, Chaldean steel, and Samaritan. And I received a patent from the Library of Congress for it. All I'm simply saying to you is we have our own dictionary now. I'm the first so-called African American or Hebrew Israelite to publish a dictionary, a Bible dictionary in the United States. We the first, man. We talked about this on the last show.
Exactly. Let me let me back in on here. Let me hold on. I'll put myself back on the screen if possible. Try to figure this thing out here.
There you go.
Yeah. So hey man, that's brilliant. I look at this, and the reason why I had this brother on, because he edifies us. Okay, every time he comes on, he edifies us. And when we hold the book up, there we go. Yeah. So when we see this right here, we all like books. What better way to get it out than to get it from our own?
This is ours.
Exactly. Now,
there ain't no Gentile published this. No Gentile, no Asian. One of your own. Right. This is ours.
Right. And the thing about it, I already know it's going to be more people not of African American persuasion that's going to purchase the book, and good for them too. Even though Professor says it's ours, right? Meaning that it belongs to us because it's written by a so-called African American man, but it's for everyone that may not be so-called black or on a religion-based aspect of it. This is for all people, really, to me, to get edified in the knowledge, because we believe that we're the ones supposed to be the teachers. And this is very powerful to me. I tell you what, I have 5 other channels, and I encourage everybody, King Judah, if you can, share bits of this video. Other brothers and sisters, they may have channels. Share this video and help support our brother, because supporting our brothers actually supporting us, because this history and language, right, is our ancestors.
But
right?
The thing is, Qanath, I don't get grants for the books that I write. So I've been making sacrifices since 2011 to make sure that whatever they stole from us, I put it back in the book and give it back to the crew. So when you purchase books from the Negro Question bookstore, basically what you're doing is you helping me to continue to research so I can get the truth out. And what I'm telling y'all is, this is a generational book dictionary. What does that mean? That means you can hand it, as long as a Bible is being published in the United States, in the world, this dictionary is going to be relevant. You can hand this dictionary down from father to son to grandson and so forth. That's how long this is going to last. Ain't that deep?
Well, it's going to last until the Most High come. Right. So I'm going to tell y'all something. Be a part of history, because this book, think about it. When you see books, I got a book that's in the 1800s. Right. Look at this. I'm going to put it on big screen again. I have a book in the 1800s. Right now, to be a part of history, okay, to be a part of history is fascinating, man. We need to support. Look at that. Can you just read a little bit of that to us? We don't want to give all the way.
I'll just read one, just like the first name, and it's an S. It's Shema, or let me go back here. Now, as you get down to the Shin, the letter S now. So when I get down to the letter S, the first name is Shalabin. So who is Shalabin? Shalabin, a city that belonged to the tribe of Dan. See Joshua, the 19th chapter, verses 40 through 42. It's like a Bible concordance. The only difference is it's pictorial. There's timeline, spreadsheets, and they're accurate Hebrew translations. I went into a bookstore the other day, and just to show it to a guy that owned the bookstore, and I asked him, I said, have you ever seen a book like this? He said, I ain't never. I said, do you have anything in your store like this? He said, no. You can't go wrong purchasing this.
And I will say this too, and this where we have a problem in our community. Well, this I would say everywhere basically, but we have to start showing respect. So if a lot of you going to purchase this book, okay? When you do, I'm sure you're going to use snippets out of it. Give credit where credit is due. You know, mention the person's name. You know, that's what I try to do with some of our information. You know, mention the person name, because I noticed a lot of stuff that the professor done. I couldn't find out when people be doing certain things, they get it out of your books and they don't give you.
They've been fighting since 2011.
Yeah.
But check this out. I forgot to mention this. Now, right now, I'm teaching. I'm teaching an online history course. It's already started, but the next class starts September 3rd. So if you now, the prerequisite for this history class that I'm teaching now was if you purchase the book, you get a 12-week. I call it a 12-week super course where you got 6,000 years of human history based on the Bible, and you learn how to translate, read, write, and translate Hebrew. All you had to do is purchase the book. The next class starts September 3rd. If you purchase the book, I'll have a record of it. And once you purchase, I'll send you your sign-on information, and you'll be able to take that class in September. I mean, is that September, Lord? Not September. Hold on. Let me get my date.
November probably.
Hold on. Let me click on there. It is.
Most High bless, JT.
It's January.
Yeah, what's up, man?
The next class is January the 3rd. January the 3rd.
Yo, when that class started in January 3rd, how long does it go?
It's going to be 12 weeks.
3 months? Okay.
Yeah, it's a 12-week course. And the reason why it's 12 weeks is because we got to get through 6,000 years of history, and then I got to teach you how to read, write, and translate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, brothers and sisters,
so you get the book. Once I see you, I'll send the sign-on information with the start date.
Okay. Let's do this real quick because hold on. Let's do this real quick because today Wednesday, right, or Thursday. It is a work day. Some people probably at work and they hear this Wednesday. So let's give them the how they can purchase the book real quick because I see in the comment section people want to know how to purchase the book.
Let's
do that real quick before I start.
You go to the Negro. It's called. You go to the NegroQuestionBookstore.com. Let me see if that works. The Negro Question Bookstore.
You know you can share your screen too, and they want to know how much the book.
The hardcover. The book comes in two types. The hardcover is $250. No, $300, and the paperback is $250. But it's worth it.
Bookstore.
So the hardcover is $300. The paperback is $250. Plus, you get a free 12-week course.
Show the book again.
Yeah, and this is actually the hardcover.
Can you turn it? Can you turn it so we can see how thick it is? Can you turn it? There we go. Nice. That's a nice size book right there, brothers and sisters.
Man, ain't nothing on the market like this.
Yeah, that's a nice size book.
This is you sit it on the coffee table, they gonna steal it. You leave it in the passenger side of your car. That other Hebrew, he gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
This is
I already know people that stole Bibles out of my house, so I already know that, man.
You already know. So what I'm telling you is, you go to the Negro Question Bookstore, the Negro Question Bookstore .ecwid.com, or just type in the Negro Question Bookstore. Go buy the book. Once you buy the book, I'll send you your sign-on information for the next class. You come in, you have your information, come in, sit in. It's a 12-week course. 12 weeks of 6,000 years of human history, and you will walk away being able to translate. I taught sixth graders how to translate the Dead Sea Scrolls. They said it couldn't be done.
Hey, so support, brothers and sisters, and you get a class along with that. You just can't. And this is what I want to say. You can't find this being taught anywhere. Okay, you can't find this on this level and by somebody that we know are the creators of science and language, right? So you can't find this anywhere right now. And it's online. You don't have to go nowhere and travel. He's going to show you all this online, the different languages, and you get a book. And I like the way the book look, man. It looks very ancient, you know, because you teach an ancient language. JT, you got a couple.
The idea was to have uniformity and consistency from the front cover to the back cover. See, I haven't even in the back of the book. I supply you with maps. Like, say you out there on the streets and you teaching, some cat trying to prove to you that you ain't Israel. So in the back of the book, I put some maps back here that'll stop an entire conversation. You got this map that shows that the slave coast was the kingdom of Judah. It's dated to 1747. And then you got a map older than this. This map right here shows the coronation of the king of Judah. That's dated to 1723. So you even got at the back of the book, you got bangers. So from the beginning to the end, this is that book. Ain't nothing colder than this right now but the Bible.
If I don't get up there soon, I'm gonna give you my address because I need me one for sure.
Go to the bookstore and I'll send it to you.
Okay, no doubt. No doubt.
I tell all I'm saying to you guys is this. The money that we spend, this is an investment because at some point the Gentiles will get around to destroying the artifacts again. So when you read, go ahead,
y'all two go ahead and dialogue real quick because I gotta get.
Yeah, when you teach your sons and your daughters, y'all reading from the Bible, and then you look up David's name, you turn over there and see a black image of David. You can use it as you can use this dictionary just like you use a Bible concordance, like a strong concordance.
Now, is this book gonna be able to shut down all the BS?
Oh man,
a lot of men teaching on this earth.
Yeah, you could be using this dictionary. Say you on a train or a bus,
right?
And you putting in some work. You just all you gotta do is open your dictionary up. You'll have your Bible and your dictionary. This right here, it'll shut a whole neighborhood down. Because all the artifacts are there, and the original spelling in Aramaic is there, and then you'll be able to actually, after a while, once you learn how to read these stones in the Dead Sea Scrolls, you'll be able to take people back to the original spelling. What I'm simply saying to you is, Esau has nothing like this on the market. Yale, Princeton, all your little major universities, none of your government-sponsored school systems, your libraries, ain't none of them got this. This is one of a kind. This is one of a kind.
You saying basically, you saying it's a must-need book.
It is. I would if I'm a scholar or a teacher, and if I'm aspiring to be a scholar, I would have this dictionary in my arsenal. Why? Nobody else is gonna have it.
Now, so how long it took you to compile all that information together?
It took me almost 2 years because I had never written a dictionary before. Right. So it took me, of all the books I've written, been on Israel, the 13 colonies, the missing link, just writing book in a book writing form using thesis statements. This was a dictionary, so I had to condition myself while I was writing the book not to write like you write in a book, but write a dictionary. It took almost 2 years, man. In fact, I'm gonna tell y'all a story if y'all out there. I teach school. So they said, I got an email, a text from the principal. And she says, okay, we got teacher training starting in July, the last 2 weeks. We want all the teachers there. It's gonna be go 3 weeks. I sent the text back. I said, well, I can't make it. And then she said, well, why? I said, because I'm trying to finish the dictionary so I can publish my dictionary. I said, and then I'm trying to get a patent. I said I could be there in the second week. They fired me. No, they call it a suspension. So they suspended me for a whole semester. And then I said, well, so the guys at some of the Hebrews, it's a Hebrew academy. I'm not gonna get the name of it. So they supposed to be they part of the nation, right?
Right.
So when one of the elders say, man, what was that? I say, man, I was on nation business. What was I supposed to do? Right?
Right.
So they said, I said, hey, and I would do it again. So I lost a teaching position because of this book, but I would do it again.
Well, I remember when you was telling me about you writing
that's how much
right?
I believe in this, huh?
I remember you telling me about you writing. He was like, man, it's gonna be cold. He was like, I'm 20% complete, I'm 30% complete. He's kept on telling how far. I'm like, okay, Lee was getting it together, man. And I know the hardships that the brother was going through trying to get this together with that so-called virus thing going around. You know, it just there's a lot of stuff that was going on, and trying to keep it secret, because a lot of times, man, when stuff get out, people try to beat you to the punch. And he's the solo. When you look at dictionaries, you see Webster Dictionary, but then when you read, a lot of other people are involved in this, in writing this stuff. This brother here is solo, if I'm correct. Solo did this. So yeah, this is a solo thing the brother did here, because a lot of times people write a solo project, you know. So you see a lot of people involved in it, you know. So yeah, go ahead, brother. Select. Any more questions? JT, I know you got a lot of questions.
Yeah, man. I want to know, man, can this book shut down what I call an unconscious community? Because these Negroes want to, you know, play games and claim that we ain't Hebrews, man, and they ain't bringing no facts to the table at all, and nothing they saying. So basically what I'm saying is, is this book that powerful that you could shut them down?
Because to answer the question emphatically, yes. And there's reasons I say that, because while you're traveling through the dictionary, this particular dictionary, it's going to show you in different countries right around the 800 BC, 1000 BC time on that timeline, that the people that wrote using this particular alphabet right here, that these people were all the artifacts of black people. Really? And so what you're gonna say? In fact, I got something in here. I'll show you an artifact that was found in ancient Turkey. It kind of like it answers the question. These people, the reason why, like this artifact right here, this piece right here is I don't know if y'all can see this. This is an artifact that was found in ancient Turkey. And you can see that the priest, he has the lamid, which is the letter L, in his hand. He has on fringes, and the bull is circumcised. And why would you circumcise a bull? The only person on the earth that had circumcision was who? Israel.
No doubt.
So the region of the world that this was found in, they was all black. All the artifacts are black. And so to answer the question, yeah. This book, even the altar here. Now I'm looking at it again.
How many pages is in that book, though?
I mean, about 270, almost 300 pages.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a real piece, man. It's like, I know this sounds goofy, and I don't like goofy, but I'm gonna be honest. When it came in the mail, when I first got the first copy, and I saw how it looked, man, I thank God, I thank the Most High, and I know this sounds creepy. All right, I'm gonna say it anyway. I got a little emotional.
Nah, go ahead, man. Say what you need to say. I got a little
emotional, right? Because
you were getting teary-eyed. My man get teary-eyed too a little bit.
And I know that's lame. You know, I know that's lame, and I know that's weak, but it happened. And I don't know why it happened, but it did, because when you put something together, it's like a woman. When a woman she's baking, once she puts it in the oven, she's hoping that it comes out right.
What?
Perfect.
And so I don't know how I had put almost 2 years. I didn't go outside all summer this summer working on this dictionary. So when it came back like that, I was like, man, I had a lame moment, but it was what it was, you know.
Well, let me say this to you. If a person don't have emotions, then you're dead, because the Most High is emotional, right? He gets angry. right? Where smoke comes out his nose, right?
But you don't want to see.
Right. So the Most High, he loves, that's emotion, and the Most High hates, that's emotion, and he gets angry, and he's jealous. So those are all the characteristics of someone that's alive. The person who don't get emotion, those are the ones that's dead. So let me ask you this: with this book, I've been noticing a lot of brothers a few brothers I would call scholars, and I 1, 2, 3. Maybe 3 or 4, okay, and they be on this platform. And you have people, like you say, in the unconscious community, and I hope they buy this book too, support Black, right? Who say Israel never existed. We have no tombs, we have no stones, we have no language. And they always say Abraham religion or JC, like none of this stuff never existed. Never existed.
Well, that's what this book does. When you get to when you get to the second part of the book, all the artifacts. This is the Killer Moor still. This was found out in Turkey. If you look at it, he got fringes on. And you look at that's Aramaic. And it's underlined in fringes. And I don't want to get into the translation, but he's basically saying that he was from the tribe of Judah. But that's just one artifact in this book. This is the translation part. When you learn, this is by the time we start learning Hebrew. We go to Mesha still. Moab, Lot's son. Look, and he got what? Ancient, all the alphabets are the same. Why is Moab using Aramaic or Paleo? Because he was the son of Shem.
Okay. Hallelujah.
So we didn't exist. Check this out. One more, and then I'm gonna get back to the piece. Here go Barak. This is Barak. The Barak steel. That's a black man. A black king out of ancient
that's Assyria?
No, that's ancient Anatolia, ancient Turkey, a black Hebrew king. But look at his alphabet. It's consistent, man. This ain't nothing. We got seals in here with King Hezekiah's name on it. We got an image of King Jehud in here. We got seals of Ahaz, Jotham. We got a piece with David on. Hold on, man. I got to plug up.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Take your time. So Lee and I, in less than a handful, we are trying to plan something because, and he said he's going to go. We plan on going over to different parts of Africa and do more research. And we only bringing the smart ones of us. I'm not the smart one. I'm just I'm like Fred saying, from this coordinate, right? So we gonna make a trip.
Don't bring no Lamonts.
No Lamonts, no big dummies. You know what I mean? So yeah, go ahead.
See that?
Hold on, let me make a big screen again. Give me a second.
Ain't nothing like this, man. Look,
show it again.
It's gonna take. There ain't nothing like this on the market. So this is not a game. This is the next big thing in Israel. This dictionary. Ain't nothing new out there right now. Haven't y'all noticed? Been real quiet.
No, ain't nobody doing nothing. So some people asking again, how can they get it? And moderators, can you put this in the comment section once you see it again?
Why don't you put that in? Why don't you put it up on the screen for them? The URL, the link to the can I how do I share my screen?
Should be a share button. You see at the bottom it say share.
Hold on.
Right, but in the back chat, and you see where our faces at in the back chat, we only want to see that. And then you see share.
Hold on, let me see. Just yeah, this is what I'll do. I'm gonna put it up on the screen in large letters. How's that?
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of people asking, that's great, man. And Most High bless Star, Lima, Ascendant, Descendant, Denez, Moses, Zadok, Israel. And hey, forgive me because I'm not good with these Hebrew names, man. Even somebody an elder brother named me Qanath, man. That took a hell of a time for me to figure out how to say that. I was gonna stick with my regular name, you know. But yeah, Most High bless y'all.
Okay, hey guys, I'm sorry. It's the Negro question. Hold on.
Hold on. Let me widen your screen. There you go.
It's the
we see
Negro Question Bookstore.ecwid.com. The Negro Question Bookstore.e as in Ethel, CWID.com. So if you type in the Negro Question Bookstore, it should take you straight to the bookstore. Once I see you guys, whoever makes the purchase, I'm gonna send you by the end of the day, you'll get a your Zoom login, and then you'll be registered for the next class. But I'm telling you like this is a generational book. I was driving down the street one day and the Spirit gave me that generational. As long as they put, I don't care what kind of Bible it is, King James, Revised Version, English version, this dictionary is going to be relevant. The Negro Question Bookstore.ecwid.com.
What I'm going to do is when we finish this show up, Professor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make our thumbnail that. We just had your face on there and where to get the book. That'll be the thumbnail.
Yeah. And then go there, and then what we can do is you guys buy a couple, we see how many books we sell today, then we'll make a donation to Qanath so you can go buy some more Bitcoins.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Anybody can come on, and the link is in the room. I don't know how much more time the brother has because I know he has to go teach a class, but you're welcome to come in the room and ask a question.
What university you teach at?
I know I teach at a grammar school,
grammar school,
high school, out on in the suburb of Chicago, Hebrew Academy.
Hallelujah. So, hey, look, I supposed to be coming up, man. You may have to come down here, but I supposed to be coming.
I teach 6th through 10th grade, but my online class is all adults.
Somebody said, can it shut down a 12-tribe chart? Of course.
The thing with the 12-tribe course, that chart thing is, I have no problems with those brothers, but they need to start. They need to produce some facts. You know, like okay, where's your evidence? You know what I mean? You got to have something. You can't just it can't be based on an assumption. So
do that got any information to prove? Do that got any information in there to prove that the 12 tribes?
Right. If this is
scattered still in Africa, in the land of Africa.
Said, what's the question again?
Do that book got any information that can prove that the 10 tribes are still located in Africa? A lot of them. That's what I mean.
You got 2 maps in there that prove that talks about Benjamin, Judah, and Levi being the former slave coast, and then there's spreadsheets in there depending on what section you're in dealing with the tribes. It'll show Benjamin, Levi, Judah, and some of the other tribes.
So let me
go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you. Let me ask you. So I plan on doing a Negro only gathering, and with this, every time I plan this, the government have certain shutdowns, and then you have facilities you can't have but a certain amount of people in to do it. In your area, or would you be willing? What I want to do is have something near me. Where we can have maybe 100 people or more. If it's possible to do a book signing or some sort of seminar, or is it? Can we all?
We'll come. Where you at? You in DC?
Yeah.
I told you, man. In Chicago, we go everywhere. We come see you.
Okay. Let me put this on the table, Professor. This professor don't know anything about this, but I'm gonna put this out here in the opening, in the air. So, of course, he's gonna do that class when you buy the book. Maybe we could do some also on Patreon, where the professor can do this live for all the F.O.P.E. And the only reason why I want to do this because I want to support the brother. We'll charge a small fee, right? Because he has more information, not just in that dictionary. The brother has how many books have you written so far?
I think 13.
Okay, he's written 13. He's written 13 to 14 books. Hold on, with people in the back room. This whole time, I'm gonna bring y'all in, and when I let you come with respect, if not, I'll take you out, and then if I find out who you are, I'm gonna expose all your mothers and children, everybody picture and shit on YouTube. I'm just kidding, man. Oh, I got my brother Qanath in the room. Hold on. I gotta bring him in. But I'm only serious. I will actually do that. But what I want to do is we're gonna support the book, buy the book, take this 3-month course. Also, me and the professor will talk online. I would like to do something on Patreon. We could do a seminar. It's combined, right? People, if it's $2 or $3, whatever it may be, to help support the professor in what he's trying to do. So we'll talk about that and see can we work out the kinks, anything. But let me go with my brother Nas first, man. Long time. My brother out there in Chicago with you too, Professor. This is a very humble and brother. He was right along with me in certain doctrines, and we kind of fell away from that, trying to come more into the gospel, and we still, pray and do what we got to do. But hey, Nas, man, welcome back, brother. Most High bless you. How you feeling?
I'm doing good, beloveds. Peace, beloveds. How y'all doing? Thank you for having me on.
Hey, what's up, man?
Professor, just want to give a special shout out to you. I know you build with the brother Mikael. He was in the hood out in the shop.
That's my man. Yeah.
Man, I'm mad. I saw you came out to the school, man. I'm mad I missed you, man. So next time, I'm definitely, Lord willing, I'll be able to catch you, man, so we can rap and build and, share information, because I love the information that you give and definitely want to support. I see we got the link posted in the chat. So I'll definitely be supporting and give me a copy. I might get a few copies.
Yeah, man. See, look, man, this is the thing. I always use this analogy. People hate on what's new. But you know what I always say? I said it was 12 people, it was 12 disciples in the boat. Only one stepped out. So people get mad when you step out the boat and be first. Y'all know that, right? Don't be mad. I'm talking about people in here, like, because we got biters out there. They've been biting since they be biting forever. Them cats are mad because you stepped out first. And then my advice to anybody, if you got an idea, man, step out on your idea first, man. Don't be afraid to step out. Step out, man. I teach my sons it's okay to cross the finish line first, then reach back and help everybody else, right? What I say.
Hey, you know what? That's funny you say that, Professor. I'm like this. I don't even cross the finish line first. I'm gonna reach back, but I'm gonna have some grease or oil in hand, right? Because the ones that's gonna reach for my hand, the ones that are gonna reach for my hand already know they wasn't listening. But the ones that was reaching or listening beforehand, they're gonna grab hold of my arm and grab a hook around the arm. You know what I mean? Because they already was listening. We already connected somewhere in there. Israelite heritage, my brother, Most High bless.
Go ahead, Doc.
Go ahead.
What's up, bro?
Hey, this was, man,
brother. Could barely hear you. Can you some kind of way? I don't know. We could barely hear you. We could barely hear you out.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Talk louder though.
See, you know what, Qanath?
Go ahead, Doc.
Hey, one of the problems we've been having is, everything is they revolve everything around salvation. So they say, well, what does that have to do with salvation? These books are for the edifying, the building up of Israel, right? What are we supposed to do? Just keep doing the same lessons over and over again and not grow?
Hey. You're right. Hebrews in the hood, brother. The link is in the room. Come on in. Israelite Heritage, go ahead and ask your question, comment to the professor.
Yes, first of all, I would like to give our praise to the Most High Yahweh.
Yeah.
And I do so by Shem Yahawashi. And first, I want to start by saying I want to thank F.O.P.E. for bringing out, bringing out the truth that you guys do. I have much respect for you guys, and I want to thank you. And also, I'm buying the book the first chance I get. Actually,
Good shot.
When I get out the, I guess, live. But yeah, my question is concerning the Sumerians. As far as like, we share the same stories. The stories came out before the Torah, and I was trying to connect those. And I was wondering, can the professor kind of help me out a little bit as far as in connecting the connection between the ancient Samaritans? Because I know Torah is from Chaldea, and that's kind of close to the, that timeline.
Yeah, but see, Samaria, it's I think it's in First Kings. The book talks about how the Assyrian king Tiglath-Pileser or Sennacherib took the Assyrians and placed them down in Samaria, and the 10 tribes were taken into captivity. So the people that's in Samaria, like right now, we got a book called the Samaritan Pentateuch. Now that Pentateuch, it's only given they've only given it a carbon dating of, I don't know, 700 to 800 BC, where the scriptures date all the way back to 4001. They date back 6,000 years. So
okay.
the only problem with the Samaritan alphabet itself is it's a bastard form of our father's alphabet. Our father's alphabet dates all the way back to we got artifacts that date back within 300 years of the flood, just written in Aramaic. In fact, we had a timeline for the flood at 2486 BC. If you go horizontal down to China and look at the Xia, Xia, it's spelled Xia, the Xia dynasty, they got Aramaic symbols proving that Aramaic or ancient Paleo-Hebrew was the language that was spoken in the earth. When the book said there was a time the earth was of one language before the dispersion, and it proves that the original language was our father's alphabet, and from there it was given to the Phoenicians in 2000 BC, and then from there it was given to the Greeks. We got an artifact that shows where the Greeks originally wrote from right to left using Paleo-Hebrew like our fathers. Then the Greeks gave it to the Romans. So I know that was a long answer, and I apologize. But
I need that. I'm familiar with what
as far as that timeline is concerned, the Samaritan Pentateuch is a bastard form of Paleo-Hebrew. It's okay. It works. And I would admonish anybody, if you're trying to learn, once you take the class, we look at about 4 or 5 different strands of Hebrew. You be able to read and translate. But I will say this: Samaritan is harder than Aramaic. So I don't know if that answered your question. But that Samaritan is it's older. I'll give you this: it's older than that square script that everybody, that Masoretic script that the Edomites have in Jerusalem. It's older than that, but it's younger than Aramaic. That's my best response. I'm sorry it took so long.
No, man, you're good, man. You're good.
Well, hey, Nas, also, brother, I want you to come back on, man, and give a class. Oh, he just left out that fast. Must have dropped. I want you to come back in. So, yeah, man. Yeah, buy that book ASAP. And look, this is better. More people will order the book, the more places will order the book. You understand? More people that order the book.
Down to the Bahamas. I just sent one to one of the guys in the Bahamas, man. So what we're doing is, this is it. Look, y'all got to understand something. When we first came out, Qanath can attest to this, and some of you brothers can. Nas, how long you been in the truth?
11 years.
Well, he having problems. I'm trying to get him back on.
From Israelite Heritage? How long you been in the truth? How many years? What about Jonathan?
Basically all my life.
There was a time we didn't have nothing. See, the new guys don't know this. We didn't have these books in the beginning, did we? There was no Negro question. There was no dictionaries. There was none of that. We didn't have nothing. All we had was the script. This a blessed generation, man.
Okay, so no doubt. No doubt.
But none of this.
Hey, Lee, this is your show. I'm gonna turn it over to you. Hey, Lee, I ordered 3 to 4 minutes. I gotta disappear. So you go ahead and run it 3 to 4 minutes, and I'm gonna come right back. But you go ahead.
Okay.
5. So go ahead. You got this. You got
anybody else? Anybody else got a comment? What you got, Nas?
Hey, Professor, if I could back you up real quick and correct me if I'm wrong, feel free to input or skillfully add whenever. Back to the brother, because he was asking the question about the Sumerians, right? And how people do try to synchronize Babylonian or Egyptian or Kemetic sciences to our principles, right? Because the Greeks that they try to use, it's Kemetic principles. Well, the law of Moses were principles as well. But the thing is, Israel, and Professor, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the Lord made sure to bring Israel out of the nation of Egypt because they were known for their cultural centers like Memphis, Thebes, right? I think I'm missing another one. It was three main ones, though. I know Thebes, Memphis, and it's another one. There you go. Yes, sir. So with that being said, now the thing is that the Lord, he said, I'm the God of all gods. There's no God before me. And what he did was he took our people out of Egypt and gave us logic, because they turned the sky into a person. They turned the earth and the wind into a deity and a person. Right. And then on top of that, and you don't hear a lot of Kemetics speak on this, but the cultural centers, they did not agree on all their different perspectives.
Right.
They did not agree. So that's why you have the civil wars from Lower and Upper Egypt. But at the end of the day, Israel, the Most High, he said, let our wisdom be in the sight of the nations. Why? Because we can make things logical, make sense.
Right.
That's the separation. That's why we are holy people. We make it logical, factual. We are not only spiritual, but we also give the practicality. Which Egypt, they'll just turn that tree into a person and tell you to worship you. But I digress.
Well, check this out. What the brothers from Kemet will not tell you, there were 5 times in the history of Egypt when there were 5 Hebrew pharaohs. I could prove that. Then that's in this dictionary. 5 Hebrew pharaohs. Not Joseph was not an anomaly. He was the norm, man. When Cyrus, the king of Persia, and in this dictionary, we show you where Cyrus descended from Shem. That's why he let Israel go back. But there were 5 Hebrew pharaohs, not counting Joseph. And I say this to the brothers and sisters.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
I say this.
No, I was going to say real quick. The link. I just had Shane put it in there. The Negro Question Bookstore. We just put it in .cwid.com. So the link is in the room. Anybody want to purchase the book? The link is in the comment section. And thanks for supporting the brother, man. You continue on the question, answering the question, Lee. Then we have our beautiful brother Mikael in the back. He's waiting to ask or a question or comment.
So the thing is, Cyrus, if you go back and read the history of the Persians, it's recorded by Josephus in his Antiquity of the Jews that the Persians descended from the Elamites. Elam is the baby son of Shem, who was the grandson of Noah. So Cyrus the Great of Persia was a Hebrew, and it's recorded that he was pharaoh over all Egypt. When he took over the world, it wasn't just him, all the brothers, all that is in the dictionary. It's astonishing. What I always like to say is, the old timers that came before us, they did a great job, but they But they sitting at the gate, man, and they stopping a lot of this real information from getting to the classes. But this dictionary is going to show you, it's going to show a whole lot. And my last thing about Kemet is, if Kemet was 20,000, 40,000 old, I always ask the question, where are your cemeteries? Where are your manuscripts? You know, where are the bones? Where's your civilization?
Bro, you got how people, man, think we come from apes and frogs and
right. What's up, Mikael?
Hey, shalom, brother, Dr. Lee.
What's cracking, man?
Man, what's up with you, Ock, man? Well,
Man,
we were just hanging out, what, about a week ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I ain't gonna be long on here. I like to say shalom to the whole panel. You know, y'all know how I do it. I don't do the name banging just like I don't camp bang. So I say grace and peace in Jesus' name. Yahshua Ha Mashayach Yahawashi, Yahawashi, to everybody, to the whole nation of Israel. And yeah, man, y'all got to get that book. I think we got one of the first copies. You know, I'm gonna take claim to that.
They do.
Yeah, Walls of Jericho. Y'all know how our research team get down. We've been trying to break the fold for years, you know, to allude to some of the things Lee talking about. You know, and I just want to say this. I agree with you. We can't knock the wisdom of any of our elders,
right?
Because they was for their time. It's just
they
like
got out. They did work.
And think about it, Lee. We know when we look in the scripts, even with the wise as men, the prophets, it was certain times and events that would come up that they couldn't quite figure out because it wasn't for their time. And what the Lord would do, He'd close the book on them because it'd drive them crazy trying to figure this out when it wasn't with them, like the whole situation with Daniel, between Daniel and Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? But on a further note, you know, yeah, man, that book, I seen it firsthand, man. He'll tell you. I almost broke the commandment and tried to steal it from him, bro, because I ain't want to give it back. And y'all should have seen him. He was hovering over my shoulder too. I'm looking for a escape route.
Man, guys, this is our hey, look, this is our you know how to this is our thing, right? This is our thing.
Yeah.
Real talk. And they can say what they want to say. The Gentiles can't touch this. This is our thing. And guess what? The Most High is doing what? He giving us everything we need to crush the opposition with, man.
And you know what? Let me testify to this, and I'm going to get off and listen from the chat and let you brothers talk. Hey, Qanath, we got to get up too, man. You're going to start playing games with me, Hebrew. You need to be out. You need to come out.
Hey, look, I was just about to get on you real quick. Hold on. I'm about to get on you real quick, Mikael. Real quick, about to get on you. Hey, look, everybody want me to come to Chicago. I've been trying to get there, man. Lee know it. Nas know it. You know it too. And a few other people know it, man. I've been having some hiccups. I've just been having some hiccups, man. You know, but I'm gonna definitely get out there. But I gotta hold you. I gotta hold you to the fire too. You said you're gonna come on here and do a class. I'm still waiting.
I already know. All right. Hey, but the cool thing about it.
And Nas, you did one. Nas, you gotta get back on here too. Stop playing.
Hey, look, man, we trying to do a new thing in Israel. Hey, here's the thing. What you just said. Hey, look, we trying to do a new thing in Israel, where we trying to break down a lot of these unnecessary boundaries and borders, because like with Brother Dr. Lee, and I want to just dig into something he said, right? It's we make it harder than this struggle already got to be, right? You know what I'm saying? If something is not your field and you don't understand it, then just be content with the fact that that's not your field,
right?
But it's somebody's field. So if Dr. Lee Field is digging into the Aramaic and the Hebrew to further prove our God in all things, as he say, why would anybody try to stop it? And it's the same way with how I've always had the spirit of research, and my elders encouraged me to go do it. I remember, I never forget, my elder told me, man, you know, it was certain little whispers around, and you know, the brother doing a little too much, you know, what this got to do with salvation, all that. And you know what he told them? He told them, well, you can't do it, so leave him alone. That was the end of that, right? And so back to what Lee was saying about, like, when you compare it to the Egyptian captivity, I mean the Egyptian civilization, here's the thing people don't understand. Ever since back, what was that, 212, 209, 208, when the whole Kemet versus Hebrew thing kicked off and we was beating up on them like we've always done, it's because they don't have a God of logic. They all confusion. How you gonna on one hand say all these netters and all these things are just aspects of nature, but then when you look into y'all history, y'all got over 2,000 sacrifice temples with priests. I ain't never heard nobody sacrificing to a concept. So that's retarded in itself. And then, like y'all bring up how Nas brought up how Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt used to be into, they used to get into it over deities. Right. So the whole difference was when the Most High took us out, yes, it was logical. He separated us, and this is how we showed our wisdom upon the nations, because we even had the first, if you want to say complete, I know about Maximum Hotep and all that stuff, but we had some of the first complete medical texts in Israel. You go back and read Leviticus and all that type of stuff. We was ahead of our time. All this was wisdom in the nation.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, don't be trying to throw me with them random tests while we live, bro.
Hey, check this out. Now, based on this is what I teach. Any nation that doesn't have an alphabet is uncivilized. That's what you call a barbarian, because he can't read or write, and he cannot transmit his history from generation to generation. So hence he's a barbarian. Right. If he doesn't, so the Egyptians, did they have an alphabet?
Not that I know of.
The hieroglyphics is not what it is. The book said that Joseph taught the senators of Egypt wisdom. So before Joseph, they didn't even have. They were still using a lion to represent the L, the buzzard and the chick to represent the A, the stone represented the T. Their people, they keep saying that they was a great civilization, but yet they didn't have an alphabet. But Israel went down into Egypt with an alphabet.
Right. And I mean, as far as I know, that's all the metal net is petroglyphs. I've never seen a codified.
It's a testimony against the Egyptian that he was a barbarian. And the greatest time, and the 12th dynasty was the Middle Kingdom. The 12th dynasty, guess who was there? That was Joseph's. That was Joseph's generation, man. The greatest of all their civilizations, that 12th dynasty, that was Joseph.
Okay. And I'm going to end it with this to add further land back off your point, right? Okay, what else constitutes a civilization, right? A solid judicial system. Where is the true form of the I don't see any similitude of our commandments and judges and judgments in Egypt. You don't see it. Even when they try to use the 41, which is really more like 100 or something. See, cats that claim comedic science don't know comedic science. Like, if you really test them, they don't study. They just Google to death and, YouTube to death. But what you would find out is, even in that Mayat thing, those are just more like confessions or things to clear their conscience. There's no penalty if they violate any of those things. And so when they try to say that our stuff was taken from ancient Kemet, you can always shoot that in the head for the simple reason that if you combine all of their stuff, they even have a small.
Oh, he done got knocked out.
Yeah, see, that's what they do, them bastards. That's what they do. Let me say something real quick.
Go ahead, G.
Put the link back again for the Professor book. Again, we want to thank everybody for buying it. I will hope I hope he can get a clean while we on. See somebody buying it right away. You know what I mean? I think that's important. I want everybody to understand exactly what y'all see, right? And just think about what you're looking at right now. Now, we've been waking up when we first came here. Our people, a lot of people that came on the boats to the shores, right, through slavery and so on, they knew they was Israel. Everybody wasn't blind, You know what I mean? Everybody wasn't blind. Some of us knew. You know what I mean? Some of us did know. You know, and of course it got to be even bigger now. You know, that's why I reach out to people in Africa. I even reach out to so-called black people in Japan. I try to go everywhere I can, even in the bush, to get people to contact certain people all the way down to Belize. I'm in contact with people down in Belize that's actually in the bush, and they know who they are. And what you're seeing here is the pieces of the puzzle come together, but really what the professor is on a higher level. And when you see on this platform, brother, just left, my brother Nas, myself, Jonathan, Professor, and my brother here, Israel Heritage, right? But more so, the brothers have been in this for a minute. This is what you're supposed to do: come together. You know, forget about certain doctrines, right? But come together as a family, man. This is what makes us united, right? And share our information so we can pass it on to our children instead of fighting. Right, instead of fighting,
instead of not just pass, not hoarding the information.
Exactly.
You know, when you get it, you get it, but you don't show it to nobody else because you want to be the smartest cat in the camp. No, you get more, give it to you. You're supposed to share it.
Fact.
And don't be afraid to get beat up, because goodness knows we didn't got beat up and we still keep on coming. So go ahead, Nas.
If I may, I'm gonna back up the professor real quick with a precept, because like you said, you don't want to hoard information. You know, this is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 20, verse 31. Well, I'll start at verse 30. It says, "Wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is it them both? Better is he that hideth. Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom. Necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a God."
That's cold, because when you coming up in Israel, you start realizing, you know what? I don't even want to get into that because I'll sound like sour grapes. But what I will say is this: people don't want you to be smarter than them, so they'll tell you you don't need to know that.
Right.
And I'll turn around and say, why? You know it. How come I don't need to know it?
Right.
If you're gonna be a servant of the Most High, you have to become a scholar, because the Most High is only gonna use the best. And as you grow on the intellectual plane, you can better serve our people. You never know when this stuff gonna come.
I tell you, what y'all just said is scary, brother.
Huh?
That's real scary, Professor Nas, because I was talking to, and like I said, Most High bless some of them elders that helped lead the way also, right? They wasn't the first, you know, but some of them that's in our generation that helped lead and bring us into a lot of them. And I actually was told, Shashem, and I was actually told by some elders that you know, what y'all bringing out, y'all right and correct, but people are not ready for it right now. Don't bring it out. I was like, what the hell?
They say.
They actually, then this is the truth. This is the truth. They actually told, and Sharon probably they told me that. Go ahead.
They have the nerve to tell you. They have the nerve to tell us that the people are not intelligent enough to receive wisdom. That's what they're telling us. And people ain't ready for that. How would you know?
Hey, Salaki,
huh?
Salaki, I was about to get out and take care of that business, but I also want to ask you one more question concerning the 12 tribe chart.
Go ahead.
Okay. As we know, well, let me say this. Before I got in truth, like I say, I've been in the truth now for like 3.5 years, maybe. But before I got in it, I never was a Christian. I probably was a musician. I am a musician for a church, but I was never a Christian.
Right.
But before I got in the truth, I researched the $5 Indian and the so-called native indigenous people that was on this land. And that information I can't find anymore. It was online, but now I look for it. I even try certain keywords.
Right.
I still can't find where they call the so-called Native American African Americans. So on the 12 tribe chart, they say if you African American, you from the tribe of Judah, And for my research, back in the days when I saw it, they called the so-called Native American African American as well.
But check this out.
Go ahead.
Check this out. All right, now there's one tribe that named itself after Simeon. It's called the Seminole. Seminole and Simeon is the same word. Take the L out, you got Simeon. So I write in one of the books, I disagree with one of the head there. I said, no, Simeon, that's the tribe of Simeon in Florida, the Seminole, but the ones that the Seminole or the Simeon Indians in Florida, they are, that's Israel. If you hear the song of the black, but the original Indian is what? He's a black man, not that white dude. Y'all know about the Trail of Tears, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trail of Tears, where they killed off the indigenous Indians, and then the whites went in under manifest destiny and took their land, right? So now when we look down into the land, we see white Indians, but people forgot the original history where they committed genocide against the original black Indians. 1757, 1751, Benjamin Franklin writes in his essay that America is wholly black or swarthy. He said all of America was black. That's 1751. When King James them came over here, the black Indian was in the land. But their song, the song that they sing, let you know that they was Hebrews. Hey Yah, ho Yah, hey Yah, hey. What they know about Yahweh?
Let me say this. Let me back or whatever, right? Like Nas said, some of us have different fields, and this is one that's my field. And I'm not 100% in that field because I've done a lot of research on Indians, and I think it's very careful. We need to be very mindful when we drop one name on a lot of people.
Thank you.
There's different kind of Indians. Exactly. It's not just black, but it's different kind of Indians. In that terminology, Indian, they never called themselves Indians. You know what I mean? Never called themselves Indians. And there's different type of natives, keyword natives in this Americas, and people that come from different countries or continents throughout the world. Here and over here, our research go. I mean, it's heavy. So let me say this too: when you use the word African American, that's new. Right. That's not. They didn't call Indians African American. They didn't call us African American. That's something that just came up in my lifetime. And I don't know how old you are in your lifetime. I believe Jesse Jackson, somebody that is very new African.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson, he did African American. He did that with the Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah, so they didn't call nobody African American. Right. Go ahead. You want to say something else? Go ahead.
No, I'll just back you up, big bro. That started with the Rainbow Coalition. Jesse Jackson started that misnomer, African American. Yep.
Right. There was no African American. Once they took the slaves, that was here. I mean, that was born here, and some they made slaves here. They just consolidated them, put them together because a lot of them look the same. So I mean, that's dealing with a lot of genealogy and stuff like that. That's a heavy research thing, and I've done a hell of a lot of research.
You should do a piece on it. You should do a lesson. Why don't you do a lesson on it?
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing it. People have been noticing. I've been doing this over the past 2 years, talking about the different tribes. Okay. Me and my brother in the process of writing a book on it. All right. Yeah, so I let that count me and Yehuda. So we're in the process of doing something like that.
You should have never said that, because since I heard that, I write it.
Hey, look, go ahead.
It's your idea.
Book on it. They've been stealing my ideas for years, bro. So it don't even matter. It don't even matter because
hold on. Let's get
everybody.
Go ahead. Go. I'm listening.
No, everybody dictionary ain't the same. Just like everybody dictionary like yours. So they could do a book on it, but I guarantee it won't be like ours.
Let's talk for a second. Let's get back. All right, let's get back to the business. Now let's talk for a second. On the day of Pentecost, the Byzantine Jews from the Roman Byzantine Empire came up to Jerusalem, Cappadocia, Pontus, Galatia, Phrygia, that region. Those were the Byzantine Jews. They mentioned again these Roman Byzantine Jews in the book of Revelation. That shows 7 churches. Now, why am I bringing this up? Those Roman Byzantine Jews, the 10 tribes, was in there. They got absorbed. They went up into Europe. Then you get King James called himself a Jacobite. 1715, 1716, with the spreadsheets, they called themselves Jacobites. Nobody called himself a Jacobite but a Hebrew Israelite. King James them called themselves Israel. They were the ones that colonized the 13 colonies. So the 13 colonies were colonized by what? By Israel. I proved that in the books. So why am I mentioning that? Because some of these so-called indigenous Indians, they was Jacobites, man.
Fact.
That's a historical fact.
Though my problem with the
I can believe some. I can believe some of them are. I can believe some are. You know. But let's do this real quick. Let's do this real quick because we've been on for an hour and 20. I would love and put the link back in how to order the professor book.
I want to see your lesson. I want you to do a lesson on this so you can educate me.
No doubt. No doubt, man. I mean, we'll definitely do that. We might just do a seminar. Well, Shawsham and Yehuda and I, we plan on doing a seminar on it, actually.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a seminar. And then what we're missing or mistaken on, please, any and everyone come in for edification purposes for us all. And that's what we always about, man. Edifying our people. We putting the missing links in. It's not about arguing. But yeah, so the link is in the room again on how to get the professor book. So, Professor, I'm gonna try to get something together where you could do a book signing. Or do you already have that?
Hey, I'll come down. I mean, the guys will come down. You put us up and we'll come down, hang out with you, and have a good time. Have a Sabbath service the whole night.
No doubt, brother. I'll put y'all up in the.
We should start doing like the Sunday church. You know how they have revivals? They go and have revivals. They run, yell, scream, shout, don't learn nothing. But we should start having revivals where we actually learn something.
Hey, you know what? When you say the revival stuff, bro, I don't know nothing about that.
I'm just saying. I grew up in the Sunday church. We should take that concept and then have some of the best teachers in the country come down and teach. And we call it a revival, a teaching revival. But what? Teaching the truth and have it on a Friday and a Saturday.
You know what? Real quick, Professor, I'm gonna let you close it out. When I was going to church, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Even as a little kid, I knew a lot of it was full of it. Right. I just knew, I believe in the Most High. I just know a lot was full of it because I used to watch. I watch people's eyes and their body language, and I used to see some of the women come in the church where our women can't help themselves with their shit. You know what I mean? And I used to walk the women go in the front, and I'm a young man. And I'm looking. Then I look at the pastor, and I see pastor looking. And I see deacon, right? So I'm like saying to myself, do deacon and pastor have the same on their mind? What's on my mind? You know what I mean? And they supposed to be a little more different than me. You know what I mean? So I was like, nah, something ain't right about this. And then all the women go up to the front and they cross their leg, and you see that thigh part hanging out. And boy, Pastor made sure he came around there and did that dance every time around them. So I said, oh, this how they do it. You know what I mean? This how they do it. So I already knew back then something wasn't right. And then I'm like, why do women love the pastor so much? Pastor, he got to do all the counseling all the time. And pastor don't counsel on the phone. Pastor makes special trips to the house to counsel. Just like the scriptures say, they come in that house.
That's the worst thing that can happen to a man. It's his pastor. A pastor counsels his wife. Because it does.
I'm a musician, so I dealt with this. I'm a well-paid musician. Well, I used to be a well-paid musician before I left, but I experienced all that, man. I dealt with.
You can still be a musician. Don't do nothing they do. Just take their money.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, there ain't no crime. You going to work. It's like a regular job. We work regular job. We work with people that are heathens. You just work. You go to work and you leave. Don't eat they swine. Well, hey, the brother,
I don't eat swine no way.
Don't eat they swine. Don't go to none of their functions. But you got one problem. Your only problem is they always have a Christmas, Easter, Halloween function. You be right there playing for their God. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But
hey, hey, Hebrews in the hood. You're correct. I was clubbing and doing a lot of stuff too, and I was still go to that churches, man. I was like, man, this is crazy. But look, okay, this this what we're gonna do. Jonathan, JT, always been very patient. And by the way, bro, sister JT gonna be hosting some of the shows by himself. So look out for that. You already know he don't take no smack. He don't take no smack. So so that's gonna be good. JT, I'm gonna let you say something. I'm gonna let Professor close it out far as whatever you want to say and what this class is about again, and then we'll move from there.
Yeah, I just want to say that this book is vital, man. Information that our people need, man. And if you need help on seeing the light, I think that this book will open up your eyes to see that true light that you've been searching for.
Come.
You want to say something, Hebrew? Heritage?
Is it on me?
Yeah, I think it's on you. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna close it out. You know, the only thing I can say is, man, I'm a witness. When you go to the universities and you go to take a history class, guess who's teaching your history class? Guess who the chair is over Middle Eastern studies? It's a Chinaman or it's an African or a Hamite. When they start writing about talking about our history, they write books about our history. It's always somebody that don't look like us. Every dictionary that we've ever used in the United States, including all the elders all the Hebrew elders, all their dictionaries was written by a Gentile, Edomite, or somebody else. It was never one of us, y'all. Go out and get this book. This is ours. This was written by one of us, me. That's all I got to say.
No doubt.
And I'll see you guys next time. And then I'm looking forward to that piece on the Indians and the 12 tribes, because that's an area that
let me say, before you go, let me say something, because you struck a nerve with me when you said about what's being taught. I remember let me get this back to all the screens here, because it's something I want to say here. I remember when my son, I think he's 20 now. Yeah, he's 20, and he was like, he was like 7 or 8, and the mayor had hired a chancellor for the school district, and she was actually Norm Nixon's wife, who's Asian, and nothing against Asians and nothing against Norm Nixon.
Right.
But she was a chancellor here in Washington, D.C., where the majority of the students is like 85 to 90% black. And she came in, and my children came home one day, and they had this study book, right, and answers, and they wanted me to help along with it. And I looked, I said, what is this? And it was, I don't know I think it was Mandarin, right? So,
Chinese, man, that's Chinese.
Right.
So I looked at it, and I said, what is this? So they had a news conference, and she was talking about the importance of them learning that, because you have foreigners coming here, and it's important for the students to learn different languages and so on and so forth. Well, if my eyes could have shot blood would have came out of my eyes, okay? Right? Because I'm like, well, you don't go to a land. When you go to a land, you adapt. You don't come in and assert your authority to other people. And this book is what we need for our people to bring us back to our heritage, to tell us who we are, and to know the different languages in our language, because other people will actually have us speaking Spanish, French, and English teachers teaching us everything but our own culture and language. When I saw that, I wrote a letter. Of course, they didn't pay no attention to it, but I wrote a letter like, what the hell is this? All these Negroes, little Negroes are here, we got to learn Mandarin for. Right. You know what I mean? Well, the next election, he lost and she was gone. It's back to the regular. But I think it's very important because this book not only need to be bought by us, but this book need to be put in all of the schools, especially.
Well, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
If you guys know, if you brothers, anybody that's out there that's listening to this dialogue, if you know of any Hebrew schools, academies, you know what? Contact my man Qanath, and we're gonna be contacting them to place the dictionary so they can give it to the Hebrew students. And one last thing is that we don't have to explain nothing to nobody.
Right.
Explain yourself. You know, explain nothing to you. Like the Lord told Israel, he said, I'll not be judged by you. And they went to him for counsel. The Lord didn't even want to give him counsel because everybody is playing this game with us that they know more about us than we do. And so that's all I got to say. It's our time, man. And the gatekeepers, hey, man, you did a good job. Just get out the way, you know.
That's right. Get out the way. Like that song says, get out the way, you know. Yeah, so Most High bless all y'all brothers and sisters. Thanks for tuning in and watching. All my moderators, y'all know who y'all are.
Israelite brothers, Israelite Heritage got something.
Okay, go ahead. Slack. Go ahead. I didn't see you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Con. I want to add also, I have tracks that I want to get to Con Sham. Aksham. I have some instrument tracks that I can send to you guys. Free of charge.
Okay.
Just off the screen.
Okay, cool. All right, bro.
All right, no doubt. Send them to the emails. The email should be in there. You got yjohnson123@yahoo.com. I remember that one, and there's another one, but most definitely send it there. And yjohnson123@yahoo.com. That's how you can reach me personally. Give me a little time to reach back. You know what I mean? Just give me that. I don't respond right back. So just give me a little time. But send that to me. Professor, do you have an email?
Yeah.
I'm about to reach out to you.
Lee Cummings, LeeCummings 952@yahoo.com. Lee Cummings 952@yahoo.com. All right, guys, I'm out. All right, I'll hit you later, Qanath.
Most High bless. All right, no doubt, man. Most High bless all of y'all, man. Thanks for coming on. Thanks to all my moderators, everybody that tuned in. Thanks to all the haters. Come on, we love to hate, you know, because on the low we know you really appreciate. You know what I mean? So keep hating, you know, because hey, look, when you hate, that means we're doing something right.
That's
you know, that means we're doing something right.
They hate because they want to be like us.
That's gasoline, man.
And Lee said this. Hey, Lee said this. We don't have to prove anything. Man, it's almost like every time I step out now, I see somebody with fringes on outside. And I'm like, damn, I gotta watch what I say. I don't want nobody to go upside my head, man. Because a lot of people around here waking up. You know what I mean? But if they're in the spirit, they won't touch me. If they do, they over there get their ass told frame. Trust me.
You already know.
But most high bless y'all, man. All right, Lee, thanks for coming on again. JT, I'm gonna holler at you. Israel Heritage, no doubt. Definitely
no doubt.
The music and everything. Star Lima, Tribe Israel, our Black Weekend Class. Ascending, Descend, man, that's all y'all. A lot of y'all on this comment section. I mean, but God bless y'all, man. I'm not in music. I'm just gonna shut it down. Tune in again. We coming back again. And like I say, you see all this right here? Some of this is just some of my work, right? I'm not gonna share this back up. My work on showing Christ from Genesis to Revelations, dealing with the angels, right? As many angels as we can. For a class on that. So again, go out and support our dear brother, Professor Lee Cummings. Buy the books. And if you want to donate to Elder Qanath, right? It's $PARRIDON. Hey, so I can just get another Bible. You know what I mean? If you want to do that, right? I got another Bible. I get Bibles, right? I got Bibles, right? But I do work in them. You know what I mean? I do work in them. Right, and I love books. We love books. So if you want to donate, you can. If you don't, then don't. But it's $, it's Let me see. Put the link in the room. Lima Star, whoever else the moderators on here. It's $PARRIDON. And please subscribe to Set the Record Straight. That's my other channel. I need 1,000 subscribers over there. Set the Record Straight. Subscribe to King Judah channel, F.O.P.E King Judah. Subscribe to
Civil War.
Yehuda Civil War channel, Yehuda channel. Subscribe to these channels, brothers and sisters. Please subscribe to these channels because this channel, they shadow banned it, and God don't know what we go through just to keep this channel up, man. We always get emails trying to shut our channel down. We always got to send back stuff. No, we didn't say this, and it's tiresome, you know. But yeah, subscribe to them channels. Most High bless y'all again. Final words, either one of you brothers, because then after them out. I got to run.
Nah, man, I ain't got nothing to say, man. Just say that
hey, Jake,
support.
I'm gonna call you a little later, brother.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay.
All right. Israelite Heritage, man. Most High bless y'all, man. Shalom, family. Most High bless y'all.
Shalom.